Squawk's campaign against pork continues this morning, and it lands in the office of Republican Senator Gordon Smith of Oregon. Senator Smith was one of 2 Republicans to vote for that war supplemental, and in that supplemental was plenty of pork for his home state. Joining us this morning with more on that, Tom Schatz, the president of Citizens Against Government Waste, joins us from D.C. Tom, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about this supplemental and give us the history of where the pork came to light.
There are 2 programs, one called the Secure Schools and Community Self-Preservation Act, which expired in 2006. It provides money to communities where there are federal land holdings that don't provide a tax base. It should be separate from this emergency spending bill. It covers about 13 states and some 700 counties. 39 states, excuse me. But it doesn't belong here.
Right. A lot of these counties, we should explain, because the federal government owns so much land, their tax base is artificially low, right?
Right. And they had been getting some money, but they should be kind of weaned off this program over a period of time. The House had a 1-year extension, $400 million. The Senate just renewed the whole thing and didn't really make enough changes to the program.
Well, what possible argument was there to renew it?
Just because they don't have the money, but there's lots of programs that have expired or need renewal or need reform, but they don't belong in this emergency spending bill. And again, Senator Smith was one of only 2 Republicans to vote for this spending.
Right. Do we think he voted for it because of this very issue and nothing else?
Well, the other one was Senator Hagel, who clearly is opposed to the war in Iraq. It's not all that clear with Senator Smith. There was another program for salmon fisheries, $60 million, another one that helps Oregon. So there was certainly some self-interest involved in this.
I think we're looking at Senator Smith right there. Here's a statement from the senator. In his words, the federal government essentially shut down Oregon's forests to logging and closed its coast to commercial salmon fishing, in turn destroying trade and livelihoods. Therefore, the federal government has an obligation to support these communities until our timber counties and coastal communities recover. It's nicely written, isn't it?
Well, they tried to get that salmon fisheries money in last year's appropriations bills as an earmark. So this is an example of taking one of these earmarks that was subject to the moratorium for 2007 and trying to stick it into this emergency bill. It means that in both cases, those programs don't have to be offset with cuts in other spending or fight against other programs. It gets added, it doesn't count. It's a backdoor way of getting them renewed.
Yeah, they keep finding new ways to do that, don't they, Tom?
Right.
Thank you for that. Tom Schatz this morning joining us from Washington.